Guys, welcome back to Rev Render Garage. Today, if you're new, welcome. If you're returning, thank you. Remember to share our videos with all your friends because they're badass and everybody knows it. Today, we're going to actually review a couple of things from Harbor Freight that I didn't even know existed. And I consider myself an aficionado at Harbor Freight. But these two things they're both lights. And I had zero clue that Harbor Freight sold them, and they're both extremely cool lights. The first one that I didn't realize, this is actually a universal air spray gun light attachment, but I saw somebody using it on the end of their powder coating gun. And one of the things that you need most when you're powder coating is light, because if you shove that thing in the oven, you pull it out and the powder coat was too light. Not this type of light that we're talking about, but the powder didn't get a heavy enough coat on there, it's gonna show. And the one way you can combat that is by having good light. Why not have a light right at the end of your gun so it's following you and pointing wherever you're spraying? The second light that I did not know about, Harbor Freight is selling a Braun tactical light. So this can hook right to your picatinny rail of your firearm. And I'll tell you what, they sell for $49.99. So we're gonna get this installed on my GSG Firefly 22, and we're going to get this installed on the Harbor Freight powder coating gun. So stick with us and we'll be right back. All right guys, we are gonna open up this right here. Gonna unbox it for you, show you what's in the package, what we're working with, and see if we can't get it installed. Oop. Directions, need that. We've got the light right here. So it comes with a battery on here, but it's also rechargeable. You've got your little USB-C plug in there. It is charged. I do want to show you that it does work. It comes with two different mounting brackets. So one for a larger size, one for a smaller size. I'm guessing we're going to use this smaller size diameter right here. Not really sure how it works, but oh, there we go. So I'm guessing we just put this in here. You've got a tensioning screw right here. This will be interesting. It doesn't feel like it wants to really tighten up. Let me try this other one and see if that makes a difference. Oh yeah, this is the one right here. You want to use part B. Part B, not part A if you're using the Harbor Freight gun here. So let's get this tightened up. Oh. Let's get it tightened up a little bit more. Okay. There's some little screws on the back of this right here, and these have to be on the outside of that little ring that it clips onto, otherwise it won't sit level. Now we've got it on there correct. Let's get this straightened out. So you can see, if I'm powder coating, that light is everywhere my powder is going. I like this, man. We're gonna give it a try in the actual event. We need to powder coat something in the dark, which we do quite a bit of. This will come in handy because our powder coating booth is out back of the shop. We do have an overhead light out there, but what we're powder coating in is a bin. You'll see it in a little bit. If you watch some of our other videos, you already know. But I really like this. Again, it's rechargeable. This sells for $39.99. And I'll tell you what, if you've ever had to strip powder coat off because you didn't get enough on there, or you have to go back and redo it again, that 40 bucks is gonna seem like pennies for the time you save. All right, now we're moving on to the new Braun tactical light. This is 1,000 lumens. It'll hook to pretty much any picatinny rail, it says. The picatinny rail on the pistol is right here, but it comes with these rail keys, and these rail keys are labeled. They're labeled depending on the type of gun you have. I looked up the different labels and I looked up what would be best for the 22 GSG Firefly, what we're working with. As you can see, this is unloaded. It's already been checked. We wouldn't be that crazy. So it told me that the 1913 rail key would be the proper one to use for this gun. So let's find that. Here's the 1913. So it slides in to this little slot right here. And then you've got a screw that screws in over here. To hold that rail key from falling out. This right here, so this is an ambidextrous trigger. So if you're right-handed, you're gonna flip it with your index finger. If you're left-handed, you're gonna flip this side with your index finger. So what you wanna do is position this on the rail. So those rubberized triggers are coming back behind the trigger guard right here. So you can get to it and flip it down. Once you've got that in place, you're just gonna tighten this up. All right, we've got it in place. So as you can see, all I gotta do is just click my trigger. Little finger trigger there. Obviously, you're not gonna be able to fit it into a fitted holster like before, unless they make some for this. Please comment below if you know they do, because I would love to get one. But we're also going to show you what this looks like and why these are so crucial for people with handguns and home safety. All right, guys, we've got our 2 unknown Harbor Freight lights installed, ready to test out. We're going to bring you guys along for the ride so you can see if they're worth it or not. I already know they are, but you guys come along. We're going to check them out. All right, guys, again, we are checking out the new Braun tactical light that's sold at Harbor Freight for $49.99. And I'll tell you what, they are hard to get your hands on. They're popular, but I want to show you how well this works even in a lighted situation like we're in now. We're not in daylight, but we're in a fairly well-lit shop with about 50,000 lumens of light. And you're coming at me? Blinded. Now we're going to shut the lights off and show you what it looks like with the lights off too. Freeze! I'm sold, man. I like it. So you guys out there looking for some kind of a tactical light for your pistol or rifle, this one is a good way to go. I really like it. Now it's just a matter of longevity, but based on everything else that I own from Harbor Freight, I'm not assuming anything's going to happen to this. So you guys, you got my approval on this tactical light right here. All right, we are outside. It is dusk. It's not pitch black, obviously, but what I wanted to show you is that even at dusk time, it is hard to see what we're going to powder coat. If you can make this out, I have got a sprocket off of our Shriner truck, and if you haven't seen any of those videos, take a look at this one here and take a look at this one here. But we are going to now demonstrate this light that's on the front of our powder coating gun. I've got everything ready to go. I've got the powder coat in it. Just need to get my PPE on. That way I don't have, I hate when that happens. That way I don't have black boogers later on. Okay, so let's get this put back on. And we're just going to re-powder coat this. Didn't turn out quite the way I wanted it to. So let's flip this light on. Look at that. You can see this thing as plain as day. So I'm going to start powder coating it here. Okay, I've got the first side done. I'm going to spin it around, but look at that. You can see exactly how thick it is, if there's any bare spots or anything like that. So let's flip it around real quick. All right. So, I just get this light on it. You can't really see how even it is from there, but I'm telling you right now, folks, this is a game changer, especially when you have to powder coat late into the evening. I've done it plenty of times, but it's not fun because you get it inside and then you realize there's some really light spots and you got to take it all back out, get it powder coated, get your PPE on, then get it powder coated. So this, in my book,
is a game changer. So, pick yourself up one of these lights at Harbor Freight, and you can change your powder coating game. So right now, back to our regularly scheduled programming.
As always, thanks for watching. Tune in every Saturday for a new video. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Those likes really help us out with the YouTube algorithm. Until next time, Rev Render out.